Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Desk Dash from BeelineSim, a fully functional USB-powered gauge cluster for your sim rig that comes with a 10,000 RPM tachometer, oil temperature, water temperature, oil pressure, and fuel level gauges. At BeelineSim, we integrate professional-grade gauges from Marshall Instruments, control hardware and software from simprojects.com, and our own cross-connects and chassis fabrication to bring you a plug-and-play solution that is pre-tested, pre-assembled, and pre-configured. The Desk Dash has a programmable shift indicator, warning indicators, and your choice of orange or white backlighting with the flick of a switch. The Desk Dash, only from BeelineSim. If you're looking for realism, it doesn't get any better than this. This is the finish line. This is Beeline. Visit us on the web at BeelineSim.com. This is the finish line. You don't get here by quitting the race a few laps early, or by driving at half throttle. You get here by giving it 100%. So if you're a sim racer, why would you settle for a steering wheel that's only 80% of what you need? Instead, upgrade your stock G27 with a full-size wheel from BeelineSim products. BeelineSim provides customized controls and systems integration for the sim racer that's looking for an extra edge over the competition. Our wheel upgrade kits are pre-wired to plug right into your G27 with no loss of button or shift indicator functionality. Everything comes complete, including a full-size 13.5-inch Grant Formula GT wheel, HDPE adapter hub, button plate made from 1/4-inch ABS plastic, along with all of the connectors and mounting hardware you need for just $150 plus shipping. So why settle for 80% of a wheel when you can have 100% with an upgrade kit from BeelineSim? This is the finish line. This is Beeline. Visit us at BeelineSim.com.
welcome everyone to this iRacing event of the ECR Elite Championship Racing BeelineSim series here on the Broadcasting Network, and this is the very first chase race of the 2017 season for them here at Kentucky. And as you guys see on the screen right now, this is the chase. So there is one thing wrong with this. Ronnie Norman is out of the chase, and the 99 to Ken Worley is in instead of him. So I got to change that right after the race. But other than that, this is your current standings. The number 90 of TREVOR ROPPOLO, number 68 of Rob Haynes, number 4 of the SALMASO, the number 5 of James Lehman, number 15 of Brad Bohr, the number 17 of Jonathan Boger. It's going to be the 99 of Ken Worley, 45 of Jeremy Morrison, the 81 of Josh SOUCY, the 26 of Caleb Sheets, the 28 of Matthew George, and the 66 of Ralph Vandervorst. So with that said, let's go ahead and head on to the track right now just to see what's going on out there. I do believe they are still... Oh, they just got done driver's meeting. You got people driving out right now, and as of same thing I did last night, all the chase numbers are updated on the roster to show you guys who is actually running. The only one I do have to update is the 99 of Ken Worley, so let's go ahead and see who is here tonight. Right now we got 90 of TREVOR ROPPOLO, 92 of Bruce Ackerman, the 05 of James Lehman, 28 of Matthew George, number 4 of Luis SALMASO, number 68 of Rob Haynes, 17 of Jonathan Boger, 6 of Josh Sheets, the 66 of Ralph Vandervorst, the 31 of Douglas Hess, rounding out your top 10 right now here in practice. Followed by the number 15 of Brad Bohr, the number 25 of James Nunn, number 69 of David Bordney, 72 of Jason O'Connor, 26 of Caleb Sheets, 81 of Josh SOUCY, 33 of Daniel Reese, 13 of Pat Rouchet, 99 of Ken Worley, 46 of Ed Adams. Followed by the number 2 of Chad Engel, the number 19 Nick Gillis, number 62 Jim Westerfield, and the number 95 Joey Stats. And right now at Kentucky, it is 83 degrees on the track and in the air with an 81% humidity. She is hot and very sticky. So these guys are getting about 27 to 30 laps on fuel. There are 100 laps, so you're gonna you're looking at least 3 pit stops. Yeah, 30, 16, yeah, at least 3 pit stops. And I found out earlier from these guys, I make sure I talk to these guys before I come in here, that the tire wear is very crucial here tonight. These guys have about 60% left on their right front by the time their fuel run ends. So you will not see these guys leaving their tires on. That would be silly to, at least the right front. When they actually the whole right side. The left side maybe, but the right side you're definitely going to see changed here tonight. And unfortunately here tonight I do not have Todd, Gillie in the booth with me, but we will make the best as we can out of this, and let's see if we could find anybody out there qualifying. One of your chasers right now, the number 68 Rob Haynes, is out there putting down a lap, see what he can do out here. And I'd also like to give a big shout out to BeelineSim, this year's sponsor of the B Series here on the ECR, and as well as Luis SALMASO and Jaws Graphics for co-sponsoring this to make the chase available here on YouTube on the Broadcasting Network. Rob Haynes currently 7/100ths of a second behind the leader. Luis SALMASO right now currently with a 30.223 all across the board. And that is no... Ooh, see if he can get the fast lap here. Nope, couldn't do it. He was off by 0.2 of a second. Jonathan Boger, the 17th, with a 30.086. Boger also in the chase. Now, I haven't paid too much attention to these guys this season. I typically am busy on Tuesdays, but the time has become available, so it's going to be nice to see these last 10 races come through and see what these guys can do, and to show you guys out there how this BeelineSim series actually runs here in the Elite Championship Racing League. Caleb Sheets with a 9th. Nice. 62 of Jim Westerfield also qualifying out there in the Sundrop Chevy. Ken Worley just finishing up his run. See if we can find anybody else. Rob Haynes pulling back into pits. Ralph Vandervorst out there currently sitting 4th. And he did not, maybe, hold on. I was gonna say, I hope he painted his number tonight, or that is a hefty fine and probation. We have made it very clear that anyone that is running the chase this year must have the Monster Energy Green or close to the Monster Energy Green number for the chase. Looks a little weird on some of these cars, but that's what we require this year. Oh, TREVOR ROPPOLO not having good connection issues. He was kind of phasing there across the track. So right now, out of your 12, the top 10 is all chase guys, currently. With Jonathan Boger being your #1 chase leader right now, who's only 8 1/1000ths of a second ahead of James LAHMAN. But see the other two, Josh SOUCY and Ken Worley right there. So, as I said, Ken Worley is in the chase. It was verified, so I will be updating that after the race. So, you guys will see the 99 green for next week. Thank you, Earl. I appreciate that. We got Cody in here saying it's nice to see the Beeline have a good broadcast, and the series is pretty good every week. That's what I've heard. I mean, I see the results, of course, being on the ECR channel, but it's going to be interesting to actually call this year. Last year, I did call a few of the Beeline races. It was just the regular Xfinity series last year, but I'm really interested to see what these guys can do here tonight. And Cody, the fall off is 60% on the right front, and they're only going to get 27 to 30 laps of fuel, depending on how hard they run their car. And I don't have to worry about saying truck tonight. That's the other thing. It's all cars. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the likes right away. Awesome. Make sure you tell your friends out there. This will be the home of the BeelineSim Series Chase for the 2017 season for the Elite Championship Racing League here on the Broadcasting Network. Just checking over my connection issues real quick. It's as I said, it's a little iffy here, but you guys will see that I am trying to make this as clear as possible. I got told that yesterday's broadcast was clearer than the rest of them have been this season, so. And if you guys want to see any cockpit views tonight, make sure you check out Jason O'Connor's broadcast. You got Cornerstone Racing, Sim TV Nation, Ed Adams, and also don't forget to check out the Cup Series tomorrow over on the Ford Entertainment Group channel. That is run by Jeffrey Ford, and they start at the same time, a little bit earlier than I do, but that is where the Cup Series will be. All those links that I mentioned are down in the description below. Love seeing all that green here in the top 12. Every chase racer tonight is in the top 12. Now, Ralph's car it has a white number, he just forgot to change it, but they're all chase racing. And it's going to be a hell of a battle here tonight, as the pace car will be ducking in here as they come out of corner number 4. Pace car is in, and we are green flag racing here for the ECR BeelineSim Series chase race number 1 of the 2017 season. And BOGER with a hell of a start leading this pack off here tonight as these guys come out of corner number 2. Still pretty much double file all the way back through, which is a lot different compared to last night's race with the trucks when they were pretty much single file, but then again, that's New Hampshire. It's a whole different ball game. Let's see if these boys can keep it clean here tonight. I know they were having a little bit of problems earlier in practice. A couple people actually flipping over. But hopefully these guys do put on a good show for you tonight. These guys are all looking to get their position locked in, their number locked in to the round of 8. Or Challenge 8 is what they call it for this series. Cody's picking the 05 and the dark horse being the 81. And I think you're right, SOUCY runs a mean game here, and hopefully he's able to get in. But there's 3 races. There's Kentucky, Dover, and Dega. I do believe. I know the next one is Dover. And I know tomorrow in the Cup Series we will be at Dover. Put that beautiful ticker on just to see the split times between these cars out here tonight. I love seeing all that green up front, I tell you what. Just going through the field here, make sure everybody gets a little bit of TV time. We're going to pass on the inside from Rob Haynes trying to pass Caleb Sheets. Now, I ran here last year myself in this series, and I could tell you that that inside line is nice for about 15 laps. After that, you kind of want to shift it out a little bit because your car, especially if you're running really hard on the inside line, like you see some of these guys are trying to make that pass on the inside, their car is going to be trash after 15-20 laps, and their tires are going to be so worn that they won't be able to make a tight turn like that. Passed by James Nunn right now by the 92. Ken Worley still sitting in that top 12 right now, the last person in the chase. Josh SOUCY dropping back to 13th. I'm not sure what really happened with him. He might have got a little loose there on that inside, or he might have hit the apron, which does happen. Jason O'Connor sitting in 14th. We got Douglas Hess back here, Joey Stats, Ed Adams, Josh Sheets, 69 at David Bordney, Jim Westerfield in the 62, Chad Angle in the 2, Daniel Reese sitting in last place. Oh, Nick Gillis is sitting in last place in that Burger King number 19. 21 seconds off. Not exactly sure what happened, and Pat Roche did not start. So, we got 23 vehicles out here out of a possible 24. And unlike last night, all the chase people made it. So you will actually see the battle for the Challenge 8, which is awesome. I'm really excited to be here tonight. I'm really excited to host this. Well, not host this, but to broadcast this. Show you guys the battling between the different ranks of people. The top winner typically has been TREVOR ROPPOLO in the number 90. He has a lot of wins in this series, and he's one of the all-around better drivers in this series. Not saying not saying everyone's a good driver, but he's one of the faster guys out there. He came to us about mid-season and has dominated pretty much ever since. Heated battle between him and LAHMAN right now. Let's go ahead and get on that bumper of LAHMAN just to see how close he's actually riding. And literally on the bumper. Yeah, that's a little bit better of a camera. And I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys enjoying the race. Enjoying a few battles that are going on here. And BOGER still holding his lead, leading all the laps here currently. And he is a little over half a second ahead of LAHMAN and ROPPOLO right now. And ROPPOLO trying to go on that inside line, trying to make that pass. And it looks like it just might work. These guys are running neck to neck right now. Let's go ahead and get to a chase cam just to show you guys how pretty much in sync they are coming into corner number 1. And if you guys want to make any shout outs or have any people you'd like to give a shout out to as far as the drivers on the field. Oh, almost a little contact between LAHMAN and ROPPOLO right there. Now this fighting right here will slow them up and allow BOGER to run away with it just enough to give him a pretty good lead. As you see, the differential in the leader is going up quite a bit, at least for LAHMAN. A little bit of battle back here between Matthew George, Luis SALMASO, and Brad Bohr. Fight for that 4th place spot. Only 12 laps in, and these guys are pushing their cars pretty hard to get these positions. So it's going to be interesting to see how well these guys maintain their speed, maintain their composure, trying to run up front with everybody. Some of these guys dropped way back. Well, not way back, but at least a couple positions. I think they're just holding out. I mean, it's a long race. They're going to have at least 3 green flag pit stops if they go green flag racing all the way, which we all hope they do. I mean, you guys saw it last night at a much smaller track. We only had 1 caution. So you got a much bigger track here. However, it's a much rougher track. Whole different terrain, different cars, different vehicles. Anything's bound to happen here tonight at Kentucky. And ROPPOLO has caught right up to BOGER. Just trying to make a pass on that on the outside. And let's go ahead and turn it on up with TREVOR ROPPOLO as he tries to get first place position here on lap 16. And as you see, he's managed to make that pass, granting him first place, getting that extra point here tonight. Now, the extra points really only count for the chase guys here tonight. If they don't get a win in their lead laps, that's just an extra point puts them up ahead of that person behind him. And you're gonna see, you know, you got 12 people starting. You're gonna see 4 people go home by the end of the third race in this Challenge 12. So those 4 people have come along, you know, the last 4 people have come a long way, and they're looking for that championship. And we actually give out a real trophy here in ECR. So it's not just saying, oh yeah, I won, you know, the championship for the Beeline Series or the Truck Series or the Cup Series. No, it's a legit trophy. You get it sent to you from Anthony, the league president, and, you know, put it wherever you'd like. What I would like to see is a die-cast car, like of your paints, your paint scheme, and we have a caution. Oh man, SOUCY. Alright, let's see if we can find out what happened. Let's go to a far chase here. Oh, Gillie. Just hit him enough, and he tried to save it. He legitimately tried to save it. Let's actually slow that down. That may have been netcode, which does happen here. You try to connecting a lot of people. Oh, I gotta get closer for that. Sorry, I'm just seeing if I can break it down a little bit for you guys. Pause. Yep. So yeah, did hit him just enough, and that might be SOUCY's night. Oh, he's not. Yeah, he's smoking. Damn. Really tough break for SOUCY, but this is the first race of the season, of the series anyways, as far as the chase goes. So let's go ahead and take a look at who's actually getting pits right now, and it looks like everybody is getting tires and fuel. It's a little early, but it's a much cleaner run for these guys. Yeah, Cody, that is a playoff car, the 81 in SOUCY. Let's see if I can pull him down real quick. If he hasn't already left. SOUCY, welcome to the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, wasn't sure if that was netcode or if Gillie actually did hit your rear fender.
Looking at the replay, it looks like it was a netcode hit.
It was hard to determine for us up here in the booth, but that's unfortunate. How much damage do you have? Are you done? I mean,
It's probably gonna need a new motor. I don't know, I still got about 30 seconds left to tow.
Oh man. But I mean, we're early in the race. We're only on lap 22. You know, we've got 78 laps to go. Do you think you might be able to get back out there and at least, you know, put a finish in?
I'll try to get it fixed and run the last lap to not get a DNF, but it's pretty irrelevant for the fact that I'm going to finish last of all the chase racers that are here.
Oh, true, but you know, at least this is only the first race of the chase, so that's a plus.
Yeah, kind of, but I mean, points are points, and you only have 3 races to make it happen, so unless some of the other guys finish towards the back, it's going to be a pretty big hole.
Yeah, good point. Quick question for you. Did you want to stay up here in the booth, or were you taking off?
I'm just going to RC.
Alright, I'll put you up into the main lobby then.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Real tough break for the 81 of SOUCY. It sucks to see a chase guy getting taken out. So, the big thing with us is that no matter if you're in the chase or not, or even run in the series, as long as you're eligible to run in the series, you can drive it. So you have people in here, like you see Josh Sheets, the number 6 up here, sitting on the outside in 6th place. 6 in 6th place, of course that makes sense. He's not in this chase, he's in the truck chase. But because his league SR is high enough, he's able to run this series without any issues. So it kind of puts a little bit of a damper. You're racing non-chase racers and you're also racing non-series racers. So you gotta fight for your position and fight for your points to get past the rest of these guys. But as you see, we still have a lot of people up front here in the green colors. As of right now, TREVOR ROPPOLO is sitting in first. With that said, you know, with his track record here this series, do you think he'll pull off this win, or do you think that BOGER will come back and finish this race in first? Or maybe someone out of the blue. Cody said the 81, but, you know, the 81's out. You know, it's unfortunate.
Green.
Oh, 92. Right on that bumper, the number 90 of ROPPOLO. Did not even give him a chance to take off, really.
Yellow.
Yeah, we got a spin on the backstretch and a lot of vehicles involved in that. And I know one of them was the number 6 of Josh Sheet. And more chase cars. Alright guys, I know cautions breed cautions, but look at this right here. You got Rob Haynes. Oh man. Rob Haynes, the 99, 31, the 6, the 2, and the mellow yellow. All right here stacked up. So let's go back and watch this replay, see if we can pinpoint what exactly happened here on the track tonight. Sheets got loose. I hear a lot of blown motors out there. Oh man, look at the carnage. Look at that carnage. Let's rewind that and see if we can point out, 10 seconds, see if we can point out who actually got involved in that. So let's write on down for you guys. So the 25 just squeezes by, 99 gets hit, 26 squeezes by, 31 gets hit, Rob Haynes gets hit, 33 didn't slow down, 2 hits, 31. No, that's Douglas Hess, yeah. Oh man. Why is the 95 smoking? Joey's stats. Alright, so you can see it from this view. Ah, yep. He smacked right into Ken Worley. More chase racers out. More playoff cars out. Oh man, carnage. It's no good, guys. And you know, and I just mentioned, you know, it's gonna suck for these guys to come out here and not be able to get the extra points. And as you see, that's all she wrote for some of these guys. So we have several sitting in the pit road right now. Hess left. We got the 6, the 2, the 33 all sitting on pit road. Joey Stats, 99 Ken Worley, 81 of Josh SOUCY all sitting on pit road. Someone else was on there too. Where was he? 62 is coming down to pit. Guileless is on pit road right now, getting a little bit of damage fixed. And the 68 of Rob Haynes. Man, what a turn of events here. That narrows the competition down completely. Look how many guys are sitting up front in green right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys right now. Where's the rest of the field? 8 guys out of a possible 12 in the chase, in the playoffs, still on the field. And we're only on lap 27. Well, with that said, we're going to go to a quick commercial break brought to you by BeelineSim products.
The Desk Dash from BeelineSim. A fully functional USB-powered gauge cluster for your sim rig that comes with a 10,000 RPM tachometer, oil temperature, water temperature, oil pressure, and fuel level gauges. At BeelineSim, we integrate professional-grade gauges from Marshall Instruments, control hardware and software from simprojects.com, and our own cross connects and chassis fabrication to bring you a plug-and-play solution that is pre-tested, pre-assembled, and pre-configured. The Desk Dash has a programmable shift indicator, warning indicators, and your choice of orange or white backlighting with the flick of a switch. The Desk Dash, only from BeelineSim. If you're looking for realism, it doesn't get any better than this. This is the finish line. This is Beeline. Visit us on the web at BeelineSim.com.
Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and that was BeelineSim products. Kenny Paul, BeelineSim.com. He makes desk dashes, extra wheel mounts. Basically, just go ahead and check out the website. Great guy. Definitely proud to have him as a sponsor and his company as a sponsor for the Beeline series. And we lost viewers from the commercial. Sweet. Is the commercial too overbearing that you guys can't stick around? Just a question. As pace car ducks down in, we will be back to green flag racing here on lap 29 of 100 with TREVOR ROPPOLO leading this inside line. Right now, we gotta move the 92. He's getting into first place. That is gonna put Bruce Ackerman on that inside line, dipping down low. He is legal to do that. Bruce Ackerman will be your new leader here tonight. But you got TREVOR ROPPOLO, you got James LAHMAN, you got Jonathan BOGER, all right behind him. can see these guys keeping it single file until they want to make a pass. You know, this track can be run double file no matter what. So that's awesome. Bruce Ackerman's paint, I don't know if you can see that on his windshield, but it says Beeline and Xfinity, or B Xfinity. A little bit of a mixture. Let's see how many laps these boys can go green here tonight after those last 2 cautions. But now you've got a lot of the field taken out. Let's go ahead and take a look at your current results. Right now we only have, looks like 15 people on the lead lap. And Douglas Hess has left the building. Look at these guys, all lined right up there, fighting for that position. And these guys are running super close right now. This is what this racing's all about. This is what this series is all about. This is why I ran this series last year, because these cars are awesome to drive. Not that saying that the Cup cars aren't, but these cars handle a whole lot different than those Cup cars. Looks like LAHMAN's still trying to get on that bumper of ROPPOLO. I'm not sure if he's trying to search for that outside line, but I don't think he's going to make it work. I think if you're going to try to make a pass, it would be on that inside. It really depends on how much your tires are burnt up. And as I said, after 25 laps or even a fuel run, your tire, your right side front tire is down to 60%. So your entire top 6 right now, well, minus the Bruce Ackerman, are all chase racers. So you have 6 vehicles up front out of 7 positions, all chase racers. This is something you like to see. Like last night in the Truck Series, they were all spread out all over the place. I mean, and you also had 2 people not show up. So that, you know, that slims their chance of moving on. But we shall see how much this chase actually brings out the best of these guys. And you can see right now, some of these guys are playing a little rough. Some of these non-chase racers are playing a little rough. But some of these guys are really showing what they came here to get this season. And a good battle right now between the 90 and the 05. James LAHMAN and TREVOR ROPPOLO. We got Josh Sheets in here. They're saying, well, 2 tires wasn't smart. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Even after the less laps that you guys did, you're gonna want to take all 4s. Josh, if you're not on the track, you're more than welcome to join me up here in the booth. Considering your car is looking like a little crumpled up tin can right now. That unfortunate Cornerstone Church Chevy. Bruce Ackerman, still your current leader here tonight. Currently led 10 laps out of 39. I'd also like to give a shout out to Jaws Graphics, making this possible to be here on YouTube for the entire chase. That is the number 4, Luis SALMASO of Jaws Graphics. He makes a lot of different paint schemes here on iRacing. Make sure you check him out over on the Trading Paints website. Oh, Josh says the left sides were at 90. Thought he would be okay. Well, no, you weren't. But live and learn, I guess. I mean, I bet you're glad you're happy this is not your chase race. Josh Sheets, Cornerstone Broadcasting, chatting in the live chat right now. He runs for the Truck Series chase, but he's currently going to miss 2 races, if not at least 1. So, and if he does come back, it's going to be for Dega, which that is a whole another ball game. That is anybody's chance to win. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the field. Jason O'Connor, the number 72 Alienware, now up here in 7th, started 16th. Matthew George back to 8th. Caleb Sheets maintaining 9th position. James Nunn in 10th, maintaining it. Ed Adams in 11th, started 20th. Ralph Vandervorst, the number 66, also in the chase, started 5th, and now is in 12th. Guileless is in 13th, started 24th. David Borney in 14th, started 19th, and Jim Westerfield in 15th, started 14th. Rob Haynes is currently 3 laps down, another chase driver that was taken out in that last caution. Chad Angle getting back out on the track, 17 laps down, but it looks like he's going to try to make a finish. However, his car might blow up before then. There's still a little over half of this race left to go, so... And from the damage, it looks like he's got some heavy damage on that. His car, I do not think will make it. If it does, he's going to be extremely lucky. Yeah, the entire left tire is going through the car right now, so. And he's getting passed by Bruce Ackman and soon to be the rest of this field. Daniel Reese sitting in 21st, still in pits. Joey Stats, Josh Sheets, Ken Worley, Douglas Hess, and Josh SOUCY still in the pits. Pat Richey did not start. Yeah, I think the number 2 is going in. Chad Angle looks like he ducked down low right there. In your current top 10, almost at the halfway point. 92, Bruce Ackerman still leading, followed by Trevor ROPPOLO in the number 90, James LAHMAN in the 05, Jonathan Boger in the 17, number 4, SALMASO, number 15, Brad Bohr, the number 72, Jason O'Connor, number 28, Michael George, the number 26 of Caleb Sheets, and the number 25, James Nunn, rounding out your top 10. And I think I just heard the door open to the broadcast booth. Who might that be?
Guess who? What's going on, Mr. Scotty?
Oh man,
Yellow flag is
Mr. Sheets back up in the booth, just like
Oh,
old
I
time.
come in, there's a caution, Scotty.
Huh, was that planned?
I don't know. Oh, the 25 James Nunn took a hard hit.
He was running top 10 too. He was 10th. Let's see if we can find out what exactly happened to him. Well, coming out of 4, he's looking good on the pause screen, but probably got loose. Yep, right there. Smacked the wall really hard. And he is smoking a little bit. Yeah, I think he's gonna, it looks like he's just gonna call it a night. So that we have several chase drivers out of this race already at the halfway point. What is your take on that, Josh?
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said right now we're at the halfway point, nearing to the halfway point, and we have a lot of chase drivers currently out of this race. What is your take on that?
It's a huge point implications for these guys. They're going to have to buckle down and start getting good finishes, and hopefully they can come into next week and get a win and get locked in. That's pretty much the main goal to ease some guys' nerves to just get that win over with. Like right now, Trevor ROPPOLO is in second. I'm pretty sure he would love to win. That way he could spend the next 2 races just doing laps and getting more wins.
Gotta say, Trevor ROPPOLO has been one of the hard hitters here in this series. He's won a lot of races.
Oh yeah, he's won a lot of races. James LAHMAN also has, and Jonathan BOGER has been winning races in the BeelineSim series and the Cup series. So he's been a busy bee, and tell you what, any of these guys are favorites. Louis SALMASO, always a favorite. Brad Bower, he's a dark horse. Uh, Jason O'Connor, he is an underdog, if you will. It can go either way. I mean, like you seen earlier, I got into a wreck and I took a couple of guys out that could have been a potential winner. So my fault to them guys. Took a lot of nice cars out, and that was my fault.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but you know, it's just something you gotta you gotta deal with it. And unfortunate for these guys, some of these are chase guys. So, but you know, this is the first race of the chase. You can't expect to be right up there in the very first race. You got Dover and Dago to go. So.
No, as you see, Ken Worley, he's in 21st right now. He's in the pits getting repairs done. If he comes out and completes 24 laps, he will pass James Nunn, and that is a position in the chase, and that's huge for points, huge. And Jeremy Morrison is not with us tonight, so that's another position that Ken Worley will gain on the points chase there if he comes back out.
Now, I thought that Ronnie Norman was in the chase. What happened to that?
I believe something came up at work or something, or PC issues. I'm not sure what happened. I think that was only the team and select admins know, but not too sure what happened there. But he decided to bow out right at the last minute.
Okay, yeah, because on the picture I still had Norman being right there. We got Hank Allen in the chat asking, just tuned in, what happened to SOUCY? SOUCY got taken out very early. Very, very early. He was involved in the first caution here tonight. We got a lot of chase drivers that are currently out. And Cody is in the chat as well, Sheets. He's saying always take 4. It seems to get you a lot.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, I always take 4. I know that now. I wanted to take 2 just to see how well it would work for the later goings, because I figured it'd do the same thing as we did in the truck series race here earlier this season. Completely different machine, completely different beast. There's what happens when you get a truck driver in the BeelineSim series.
Hell, we haven't even seen you in Cup yet. At least for the chase.
At least for the chase, and I'm going to try to mind my P's and Q's in that one. You guys might see me at Talladega in the Cup race.
Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow, the Dover race. And make sure you guys check that out over on the Forward Broadcasting Network tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. That link is in the description below. That is the Pit Stop Designs Cup Series. Hank says he was wishing SOUCY had a good finish, but no, SOUCY is doing RC now, and I think he might try to get back out there. We got 49 laps left to go. We will have to do at least one more green flag pit stop if we go green, but the pace car is in. Bruce Ackerman's on the outside, and we are back to green flag racing here at Kentucky.
Very good restart by James LAHMAN. He's staying right underneath Bruce Ackerman, and they're going to go in turn 1 side by side.
A lot of good battles out here by this top group, I tell you what.
It's a great battles. It's a great setup. The car feels great on this track, and what more can you ask for? At nighttime, good grip. I mean, it's going to be a heck of battles all over the place.
Really is. And right now we got James LAHMAN and TREVOR ROPPOLO have been battling each other all night here, and they still continue to. And Cody says it was worth a shot. as far as taking 2 tires. And we got someone else that just walked into the booth. Did I leave the door open? Did you leave the door open, Sheet?
I think I did. I forgot to lock it. My bad.
I followed Mr. Sheets in. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that is the number 2 in Chad Angle. That's an unfortunate turn of events. What happened to you as well?
Yeah, I felt like I was at the Loudon race on Sunday. Just somebody got spun around, and Doug Hess had nowhere to go, and I plowed right into the back of Doug Hess. And I only had 10 minutes of repairs, but the car was just way too slow. I don't want to hold anybody up.
And I think you probably would have blown up after that.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. Call it a night.
Cody's saying restarting second is hard. Yeah, on the inside, restarting second, because that outside line is where you really want to be, especially for this track. And just, it gives you, it's a different perspective, because normally the leader is on the inside. But in ECR, we allow that choice. If whatever road you want to take as the leader, you can take it. Well, glad to have you in here, Chad. Yeah, no, I was watching you go around the track and looked at your damage, and it was looking pretty rough out there.
Yeah, I was only holding a top speed of like 155, 160, so I figured pull it off, done for the night.
And that's what these guys are doing in the corners, so... Well, it's a tough break for you. I mean, you're not in the chase, but, you know, it's still a nice track to run. Rough as hell, but still a nice track.
It is. I did some testing earlier tonight. Had a good car. I had a good pit strategy I was going to go, and then that first caution came out. That kind of jumbled up my pit strategy, and then I was involved in the second caution.
Don't mean to break up the party right here, but then we have a real tight battle here for 7th place. Jason O'Connor, Brad Borer was swapping it back and forth, but Caleb Sheets is poking his nose in there to make it a 3-car battle here for 7th place.
Well, Caleb's been running 9th place all night. He has not made any position changes, so I think now that he's seeing that we are more than halfway through the race, we're looking at 40 to go, that he needs to make a move, and it has to be now.
Caleb Sheets is what I call a snake, and I'll explain what a snake is in racing terms. He will lie in the bushes. He'll wait until it's time to strike, and he will strike. Last season, 0 wins, won the championship. This year, 1 win. The possibilities are endless with this guy, and who knows, he just might win it.
You know, he made it into the chase, and he's been a good driver all year. He was with us last year as well, I do believe. He was running trucks last year, and I do believe he made it into the chase. I'd have to go back and look at that, look at the pictures from last year, but so this guy knows what he's doing out there. And right now he has made that position change, going into 8th place, passing Matthew George, another chase driver. And LAHMAN trying to break Bruce Ackerman, trying to get into 1st place here. These guys will have to pit at least one more time if they go green. Now, sounds like I got both of you in the broadcast booth right now. Who do you think's going to win here tonight after seeing what's happened here on the track and knowing that some of these chase drivers are currently out of commission?
With a few of the chase drivers out, that definitely throws a monkey wrench into things, and it's anybody's ball game right now. I'm telling you what, that 05 is looking pretty good.
I'm gonna pick an underdog. I am an underdog kind of guy. I'm gonna say it's gonna go on fuel strategy. It's gonna go to Jason O'Connor.
You know, that would be something. Jason's not even running in this series for him to get a win, and he's never had an ECR win, I don't think.
All right, let me widen the spectrum here a little bit. A non-chaser is going to win.
A non-chaser and make his first one on a series that he doesn't run.
That'd be something.
I tell you what, we've been getting Marco Polos all over the place.
This is true.
Like Scotty said, it's going to come down to pit strategy. Who's going to take 2? Who's going to take 4?
My eyes are going to be on Boger. He had the fastest lap in qualifying. He led quite a bit of this race, and I'd like to see him back up front. But, you know, it's really going to come down to pit strategy here, as these guys will be having to pit roughly around lap 80 if they keep it green. And I'm hoping they keep it green. We got Sheets that just left, so it's only me and you, Chad.
All right. You know, Scotty, this is the first time I've been in the booth all year.
Really? In either trucks or this?
Yeah.
Well, hot damn, welcome. And Cody, we got Cody in the chat sticking with the 05, but keep an eye on the 4, Luis SALMASO. You are correct, Luis is a very good driver.
Yeah, and he won last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's already locked in, so he just has to ride this race and the next race out.
No. This is the first chase race.
Oh, that's right.
So one of these guys still has to win or win by points. But, you know, even Luis to come out on top. Luis is running 4th, but he's got Boger behind him. He's got Matthew George is behind Boger, and then you've got ROPPOLO and LAHMAN in front of him, both chasers. So these guys are all fighting for that position, but they're not seeming to catch the 92 of Bruce Ackerman.
I'll tell you what, the battle between 2nd and 4th right now, it's heating up.
Really is crazy. No, I'm glad to have you in here, Chad, and definitely break your broadcast cherry.
Glad to be in here, Scotty.
Awesome. No, I was hoping Todd was going to be here tonight, but he got busy, and I was just like, okay, I'll do it by myself. It's not the first time, but you know, definitely get to, you know, that extra bit of commentary to play off each other, look around the track to see what's going on for extra battles, you know.
Yeah, and I'm watching this whole race right now with my VR headset, so this is pretty cool.
Oh man, that is super awesome. Oh, and Jason took it wide there, coming on the backstretch.
Yeah, Luis got real close to the car in front of him going into 3.
Oh.
Looks like he got somebody on pit road already.
Let's go ahead and see if I can pinpoint it.
Maybe it was O'Connor? Nope, he's still on track.
Not sure. Might have been one of the lap cars.
Could have been.
And Louise is right up in James Lehman's grill, or his bumper, I should say.
Luis gets a good run on him going into the corner, but he just pulls away from him coming out.
It's that inside line. It's too much wear on that tire. You cannot get a good run. You're going to get more momentum on that outside line while still trying to keep fast. Keep fast. Keep your speed. Gotta keep fast. Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. In 1 and 2, he seems to be catching them, but 3 and 4, I don't. For some reason, Lehman's got a better run on 3 and 4.
I did notice when I was out there running that 3 and 4 is a little tighter than 1 and 2.
And typically that's how it is. I mean, you gotta figure it's 81% humidity out there, and it's only 83 degrees on the track, so the track must feel nice out there.
Oh, the 05 went high, made a mistake. Opened the door up right for Luis.
Louise and Boger. capitalizing on that very, very minute mistake there.
Oh, I just heard over the radio that 15's coming in, 17 is on pit road as well.
Brad Boer's coming in. Strategy. They're going to have 27 laps to go, 26 laps to go when they come back out, so they will not need to pit again under green flag conditions. So with that said, will Bruce pit? I mean, because these guys must be coming right down to the very last of it.
I did a fuel run earlier. It was only about 28 to 30 laps. 30 was stretching it.
Yeah, playing with the clutch a little bit. Gonna be interesting to see because, you know, you got 3 guys went in right there. Jason's in there. You got Ed Adams now in. Ralph VANDERVORSTE also in the chase that's in. And the ones that were in are now lapped down, but once the field rotates out, as long as it stays green, the field will rotate out, and these guys will be up front. And Boger getting that apron a little bit coming out of 4, that is no place you want to be.
No, it's not. That'll end your day real quick.
It'll snatch you. And for whatever reason, Rob HAYNES stayed high on that corner, and he lost a lot of ground on that.
I think he was yielding to cars on fresher tires.
Ah, yeah, that would make sense. But you got these top guys still out. Bruce Ackerman, TREVOR ROPPOLO, still out. Everybody behind them pit.
I'm currently showing Jonathan BOGER in 6th position.
James Lehman's in the pits. Louise pit. Yeah, Boger's up to 4th, a lap down. But catching. And it looks like SOUCY 81 is back out on the track, guys. Good for him to be back out there. He may be running a little slow, but he's out there to finish this race, get his points.
Yeah, if I had gotten into the chase, I would have stayed out there for as long as I could, but I'm not a chase driver in this series, so I figured just park it for the night.
Yeah, it's still unfortunate for you. And we got Bruce Ackerman winning.
I feel like I got that paint scheme curse. Last weekend I ran a GoDaddy paint scheme. And back when Mark Martin and Danica Patrick were running that in the Xfinity series. And then this week I got a Kerry Earnhardt scheme and wrecked out again.
That does suck. Yeah, you're lucky you're not in the chase then. And TREVOR ROPPOLO just pit as well, so now the field will even back out as Bruce Ackerman is still sitting in pits.
Hey, he's coming out right now.
What was that pit stop for him? Ackerman, oh, he was on the first page. He had a 23-second pit stop. Maybe he had a little bit of damage.
Maybe, yeah.
Like I say, he was in there an awful long time, and he's going to come back out in 11th position, which means TREVOR ROPPOLO might come back out in 12th or 13th. So with that said, we have a brand new leader here tonight. Once IRTVO decides to find him.
Oh, I'm seeing a trail of smoke going down the backstretch. Somebody blew up.
Oh man, that looks like the 66?
Yeah, that looks like it was Ralph and coming out of turn 3 there, and motor just went completely.
It wasn't just that. He smacked the wall and got into Bordney, which the caution did not come out. And Ronnie got a little bit of damage too, but Ralph is going to be out the rest of the race. I'm really surprised the caution did not come out on that. It should have. See, sometimes iRacing's a little tricky like that.
And I'm showing Jonathan Boger as the race leader.
Back to the lead for Jonathan Boger. That's awesome. I told you I had my eye on him for a reason. Brad Bohr is right there too, less than a second behind him, and Luis SALMASO sitting in third. So all your current top 3 are chase drivers.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we have a caution. This is going to change everything with 18 to go. Will these guys pit? Will they not? And Bruce? That was Bruce Ackerman. Alright, why did the caution come out for Bruce, but in a 1-car incident, but not for a 2-car incident? This is where the game engine is a little tricky. Because you can see Bruce Ackerman loose right here, coming out of corner number 2. Trying to save it. Because he stopped it on the track while trying to get back in the first gear. That's why the caution came out. Strange. It really is strange how this happens. And you have a lot of people pitting right here.
This is definitely gonna change it up a little bit. I wonder what the pit strategy is gonna be. You gotta take 2 tires. You're gonna take all 4s. You only had a few laps on them.
Well, from the looks of it, let's see. Boger's gonna take 4. Looks like everybody's taking 4. They all have 13 to 14. Well, 13 to 15 second pit stop. And all the rest of the guys that stayed out were our laps behind, so. Interesting to see this. This is where the strategy is going to really play out when these guys go back to green on lap 85, I do believe. With that said, you guys watching at home, I know there's not a whole lot of you tonight, which is quite alright. Do appreciate the views. But with that said, who do you think is going to maintain the lead out here and win this overall? Tell you what, it's been an interesting race. Everything that's going on here, the cautions, the many position changes.
I'm showing Jonathan Boger dipping down back pit road. Oh no, that's somebody else. I'm sorry.
I gotta say, I got my eye on Boger right now.
Oh, well, I was confusing me as I said, focus on the leader, and it's focusing on some car going down pit road. So
yeah, I will do that. It's all good though, no worries.
And you got that Monster Energy car in second place, Brad Bohr.
Bohr and Boger. Now it makes me wonder what Bohr is going to do, if he's going to start on the outside or if he's going to start on the inside.
I don't know how his car's handling, but if it was like the 05s, I'd start on the high line, because that way you got that run coming off the corner.
So if you were in the lead, that's what you would do. You would start on the outside.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like the inside line to start. I've tried the outside line many different races, but I don't know. I prefer that inside. So all the cars that were behind the pace car directly gonna get the wave around, and it looks like Boger's gonna start on the inside. So your current top 10 right now, it's going to be 14 laps left to go. Jonathan Boger, Brad Bohr, Luis SALMASO, TREVOR, ROPPOLO, Michael George, Jason O'Connor, Caleb Sheets, Nick Gillis, Ed Adams, and Bruce Ackerman. And not a whole lot of cars left out there.
You gotta watch that 19 car. He's a sleeper.
I think you're right on that. Gillis, yeah, he got in a little bit of that fender bender earlier with the 81 of SOUCY, but at least SOUCY was able to come back out.
Yeah, I'm actually debating or not whether to go back out or not, if it's even worth it.
With 15 to go, or 14 to go, you might want to.
All right, Scotty. I'm going to go back and hit the track. Thank you for having me up here.
Yeah, of course, thank you.
Green flag, green flag.
We'll be back to green flag racing. Boger driving right off that start-finish line. Brad Bohr kind of holding up that inside line a bit. He's got ROPPOLO right behind him. And because that hold-up, you see Luis is going to capitalize on that inside line, try to get into second position right off the bat. And are we going to take it 3 wide here coming out of 4? And we do take it 3 wide coming across the front stretch between the 4, the 90, and that Monster Energy Brad Bohr. Awesome going 3 wide right there. Very awesome. Love to see it, especially when it works. In leagues, it typically does work. If you're in a regular rank session, you might not want to try it, unless you really know the guys that you're running with and you run with them all the time. With that said, TREVOR ROPPOLO is a second behind Jonathan Boger right now. Boger, he's looking for it. Guys, there's 12 laps to go here. I think he might get it as long as it stays green and as long as he can keep up that good pace against ROPPOLO. He might just have it here tonight. It's nice to see your top 4 right now, all chasers. And Jason O'Connor snuck right up there. 11 position changes. Or 11 positions gained, I should say. And this ain't even his series. You got Matthew George right behind him, followed by Caleb Sheets, followed by Ed Adams, Nick Gillis, and James LAHMAN rounding out your top 10 right now. Jim Westerfield in 11th, Rob Haynes at 12th, and Bruce Ackerman is still in the pits. Not sure what happened to Bruce Ackerman unless he had to pull over for some whatever reason, family emergency. Brad Bohr almost getting passed by Luis here on the front stretch. Luis trying to look on that inside line, especially with these fresh tires. Luis can play that inside line very well. Very exciting first chase race of the BeelineSim Series season. Ooh. Brad Bohr there, almost cutting off Luis. These guys are now have to show a lot of give and take, because that could have been really bad for Luis, especially if Brad came across his nose like that. Cut him just a half an inch more too close. ROPPOLO closing in a little bit on Boger, still almost a second behind him. Boger's got to keep his composure here as we come down to 7 to go. These guys pretty much stay in single file. I think they just want to finish this race, move on. But not without trying to take a win at first, especially up front here. I mean, you figure Brad Bohr is 2 seconds off the leader. Louise, it was right behind him, and I don't think these guys can catch him in 6 laps. Unless he hits the wall or something, or unless him and ROPPOLO get into it. I honestly don't think it's going to happen, but ROPPOLO, as I said, he's closing that gap. He's now only 7/10 of a second behind him. He was 8/10 of a second a lap ago. So, if he can just gain a little more tenths of a second, we could have a battle going across the start-finish line at the very end of this race. And thank you guys again for the likes, the views, the subscriptions. Definitely appreciate it. As I said, ROPPOLO is gaining now down to 0.6, surely but surely. 4 laps to go as Boger will come across the start-finish line. And the battle heats on for third between Brad Bohr, Luis SALMASO, and Matthew George. Luis still going for that inside line, and he does make a pass for third, but Brad Bohr is still there. He's not going to let him have it, I can tell you that right now. Man, oh man, 0.5. ROPPOLO is fast, and if he can get him on this next couple corners, it's going to be it, because we're coming down to 2 to go. And as you can see, the differential to the leader is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Boger's just going to hang on. He's going to he's going to keep composure. It might be the only way he will win this. Two-tenths of a second gain right there. Cue the Jaws music. And we still got this battle back here. All fighting for third position. Man, I love seeing it come down to this as we are white flag. 1 more lap to go. Boger just needs to hold his line and hope for the best. And your winner here tonight for the first chase race of the BeelineSim Series season is Jonathan Boger, the number 17, and he will be locked into Challenger 8. It's a hell of a race put on by these guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the official results here tonight. Number 17 at Jonathan Boger. Number 90 at TREVOR ROPPOLO. Number 4 Luis SALMASO. Number 15 at Brad Bohr. Number 46 at Ed Adams. Number 28 at Matthew George. Number 72 of Jason O'Connor. Number 26 of Caleb Sheets. Number 19 of Nick Gillie. Number 05 of James LAHMAN, rounding out your top 10. Followed by Rob Haynes in the 68, 62 of Jim Westerfield, 69 of David Bordney, number 92 of Bruce Ackerman, number 66 of Ralph Vandervorst, the number 81 of Josh SOUCY, number 25 of James Nunn, number 33 of Daniel Reese, 25 of Joey Stats, number 2 of Chad Angle, number 6 of Josh Sheets, number 99 Ken Worley, and the number 31 of Douglas Hess. And that is your winners here tonight. And as you can see, the number 4, the number 17, doing burnouts. And I can tell you what, he is extremely happy about this. We're going to go to one more quick commercial break while I bring down these guys in the booth. Please stay tuned for drivers' interviews.
This is the finish line. You don't get here by quitting the race a few laps early or by driving at half throttle. You get here by giving it 100%. So if you're a sim racer, why would you settle for a steering wheel that's only 80% of what you need? Instead, upgrade your stock G27 with a full-size wheel from BeelineSim products. BeelineSim provides customized controls and systems integration for the sim racer that's looking for an extra edge over the competition. Our wheel upgrade kits are pre-wired to plug right into your G27 with no loss of button or shift indicator functionality. Everything comes complete, including a full-size 13.5-inch Grant Formula GT wheel, HD.
Hello, it's SALMASO. Welcome to the broadcast booth. Congratulations on 3rd place here tonight. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, that was a lot harder than it had to be, for sure.
I gotta say, that was a hell of a battle you had going on for 3rd place there for the last 10 laps. What was going through your mind tonight after seeing all these people getting taken out?
I don't like Kentucky. It's not my track. It's one of those places that you can never feel comfortable. So whatever I can get out of this place, fine. I was happy with just running where I was the entire night. I just wanted to finish in a position that would put me in a good position for the chase. That was all that I was looking for. And trying to stay out of trouble, That's why I was trying to be as clean and stay out of the way and not do anything stupid when I was trying to go by Brad, giving him as much room as I could. So just so if anything happened, none of us were both on the chase, so entire year thrown away. That was not going to happen. So just trying to stay out of way, out of trouble, and see if we can survive to the next couple of races.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. With the next race being Dover, how do you feel about that?
I raced Dover 10 times over racing Kentucky. It's a lot more of a momentum track. The tire wear over there is tremendous. You can play different strategies. And the outside walls are a lot more unforgiving than here. So here you have a very wide track, the whole thing. There, small little mistakes, and you're done for the night. So I prefer that kind of a track than here because guys need to be a lot more on their toes, and guys that have more on the line will have to play it safe. So it's a good thing for me to go there with a good result here and just be able to run and just have fun.
Very good. All right, well, maybe we'll talk to you next week. Good luck to you, and great race out there tonight for you.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks for the broadcast. Say a big shout out to everybody watching at broadcast. Scotty does a great job. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you supporting this, making this all possible.
Anytime, but.
All right, let's go ahead and bring down your 2nd place winner, TREVOR ROPPOLO. TREVOR ROPPOLO, do you have a copy? TREVOR ROPPOLO, you're in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
I got you. Can you hear me? Sorry.
You're all good. Battle there for 2nd place there at the very last of it. You were catching them too. If you only had maybe 5 more laps, you would have done it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm pretty disappointed in the 2nd place. I really didn't want to see that last caution come out. I think I had a good shot to win that one, but on the short run, Jonathan was really good. Congrats to him for the win. 2nd ain't bad. Bad way to start the playoffs, but certainly would have liked the win.
No, I hear you. Would you like to thank anybody out there for tonight for your 2nd place finish?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Stephen Massey for letting me get in the car and run all season. It's been a good time. Glad to have another good finish for him. Racing Electronics and Fan Vision, and my other teammate Bruce. And I guess that's it. Thank you for stepping up and broadcasting, and all the admins for running the league. It's been fun.
Awesome, of course. Do you have any thoughts going into next week being Dover?
I'm sure. Yeah, Dover's fun. I really enjoy Dover lately. It's a good little track. So definitely look forward to that one. You know, I don't know where we go after that, but I think, what is it?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah. So both of those are pretty good tracks for me. So so yeah, looking forward to it for sure.
Awesome. Well, big congratulations again on second place, and maybe we'll see you next week.
Thanks, man.
And your winner here tonight, Jonathan Boger. Welcome to the broadcast booth. A big congratulations to you for maintaining and getting first place.
Thank you.
Now, I know you had a lot of strategy out there because you got knocked back to not back the pack, but you got knocked back quite a bit earlier in the race, and with that last caution there, that really helped you immensely.
Yeah. I didn't have probably like top end overall speed, but I had like top 5 pace. But towards that last run, I knew I could go at least 30 laps on fuel, so I kind of like short pitted, and luckily enough, it got me out in the lead. And then obviously the caution came out, and I was able to hold it under the pit stop.
No, definitely. How did the truck feel out there for you tonight? I know the track's very rough.
The beginning of the race, like after probably like around 15, 20 laps, it started getting tight for me through the center. But as the race went on, I felt like the car kind of like loosened up a little bit, but it was still like tight as the run went on.
Very awesome. Very awesome. Is there anyone you'd like to thank here tonight?
I'd like to thank BeelineSim for sponsoring it, Anthony for letting me drive, and then Lee Filter for coming on board this year. And just excited to pretty much be able to move on to the next round of this chase.
Awesome. Well, big congratulations to you for locking into the round of 8. And definitely hope to see you back here in the booth next week. If not, well, at least you're locked in.
Yep, thank you.
You're very welcome. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for us here tonight. I do appreciate you guys all coming around. Don't forget to check out the Cup Series tomorrow over on the Ford Entertainment Group. We will be running our Dover Dover Cup Series chase there as well. So don't forget to check that out. The link is in the description below. With that said, I hope you guys all have a great night. Thank you guys for watching.